Please welcome to the show, Brooke Olzendam. Let's hear it for Brooke.
Yes.
I mean, guys, first of all, this is the pinnacle of my career, being here to talk about my favorite fast food restaurant. And you are correct. I've unabashedly, shamelessly been trying to become the face of Taco Time for a decade, maybe longer now. And they think it's cute, and they will, retweet or, little cute little taco clapback or whatever, but they're not into it. And I'm not done. I'm going to keep trying, but I'm getting tired. And I give them so much of my money. If only they knew, but anyways.
I mean, we have some connections here at Taco Time Northwest HQ. So we're going to see what we can do with this podcast appearance. So I actually first became aware that you were a Taco Time fan before you were in Portland, when you were working for the Indiana Pacers. And remarkably, this was when I was a consultant for the Pacers, so I was paying close attention to them. And there was a Taco Time North group in Indiana somehow, including Tom Lewis, who has been a third Pelton brother on this podcast. Mike Wells, who was the beat writer for the Star, went to Central, I think. And then Ryan Carr, the director of college scouting, who I worked with pretty closely, who grew up in, I think, Federal Way. And so you had this bizarre Northwest connection in the heartland. How did you guys all learn of your shared love of Taco Time?
Well, so Mike Wells, it was kind of funny. When I first took the job in Indiana with the Pacers, he was the first person to interview me to write a story on it. So we became tight early. Obviously, I worked with Ryan Carr, not closely, but I would see him at games. And then I don't know how Tom and I, we just we tweet each other. And I think it was a tweet that I said something about it. Indy really needs a Taco Time. Then all of a sudden, what? Whoa. Taco Time, and then it was like, we're best friends now. We are best friends. So we joked about all going in on a store together in Indianapolis. That never came to fruition. But it's kind of like I like that it's at home. It's something where I'm excited to get it at home, because that's at me. I'm home. I got my Taco Time. This is good to go. So it's okay that there isn't one in Indianapolis. But I can't tell you, Ryan Carr, again, his basketball mind so deep. Mike Wells, so smart, and we talked about Taco Time. 1/3 of our conversations, the other 2 were maybe basketball, and that kind of shows how much we dig it.
Okay, so an important thing we got to get into.
Mm-hmm.
You're from Spokane, went to Wazoo. We talk a lot about Taco Time International versus Taco Time Northwest here on the western side of the state. Is there a specific affiliation or a preference for one of those two for you?
That is a great question. So I'm actually at my dad's house right now. I'm sure you guys have heard the fires down in Oregon.
Yeah, terrible.
Prayers up to everybody. The smoke was so bad that I got in the car and came up here. So this is my dad's bachelor pad in Leschi. So there is a Taco Time right when you get off the freeway. Every time I come here, it's waiting for me. So that's a fan favorite, because it's like a present at the end of the 3-hour drive. So I really look forward to that. That one is one of my favorites. And then the one I went to, growing up in Spokane, going to high school on Division, that one has a special place in my heart as well. So it's the first time, the first time you had it, it's kind of special. So those 2 are my favorite, but I really haven't met one I don't like. But I think those 2 are the ones that I frequent the most. And so they're pretty special to me. I would say those 2. So I would say Northwest for sure.
Okay.
There.
That's good to hear. Yeah, that's important.
I'm so relieved right now. I thought you were gonna get canceled.
No. I'm all about
I was just gonna mute her.
You were just. What do you say, Chris?
I was just gonna mute her. We're not going Northwest. I don't know where we're going.
Have to be.
Actually, I'm currently in my friend's garage in Leschi, and I picked up a crisp burrito from the Rainier Taco Time for the occasion. So
I had it today, my friend.
Obviously.
I couldn't save it this long, so that's long gone, the one I got. But I'm impressed that you did. We could have done this together. We probably never done this together.
Hey.
But my question is, do you dip yours in ranch or Thousand Island?
I have a mixture of ranch and hot sauce here, obviously.
It's always ranch hot sauce.
Especially since they canceled the habanero. Get out of here.
I know. Yeah. Well, I like to. So I've actually my palate has changed over the years. I used to dip in what I called taco burger sauce, which is just Thousand Island. I don't know why. I don't know if other people call it that. But
That's old school taco burger sauce. I like that.
Thank you. I always got 4, which no one needs 4, but I would use all 4. And now it's just I'm a ranch girl at heart, and there really is no better ranch than a Taco Time ranch.
It's unlike other ranches. I don't think this is our ranch episode of Talkin Taco Time. We've had the
Other
ice episode.
ranches?
It's a different flavor palette, don't you think?
I don't know. Maybe when you combine the ranch and the hot sauce.
I'll have to try that. I'm not knocking it. It sounds divine. I'll do it tomorrow when I go back to that exact Taco Time. I'll try it.
I say dip one, then dip the other. You're gonna want to dip ranch first, because if you dip the hot sauce first, the ranch doesn't stick, slides off.
Adhere. Yeah, I feel that wholeheartedly in my heart.
That's some Taco Time engineering right there.
Years of experience have gone into that Taco Time take.
I love this.
Yeah, I didn't even eat the ranch at first, back in 2001.
Well, I remember a couple times, and I know this has happened to. I guess it's with when you order food or you pick it up or drive through, and now a lot of us are ordering through Uber Eats or whatever. But when you put extra ranch, and it does not arrive, it is a day ruiner. A day ruiner. So I have now made sure I'm that gal that she hands me the bag. I'm like, did you put the ranch in? She's like, yes. I'm like, okay. There's a line of cars behind me. I will dig everything out of that bag because I ain't leaving unless my 4 ranches are in there.
Yeah, and hot
4
sauce.
ranches. Holy shit.
4 ranches.
And you only get 1 for free.
You have to pay for the other ranches? Wow.
At least the ones
Around here, you should be getting them for free.
That's
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying.
We can have a talk with the management if we need to.
Yeah. Once you're the face of Taco Time, you're gonna get all the free ranch you want.
Yeah. Do you think Pat Cashman pays for ranch? Honestly. Like,
Yeah, well, not if they recognize them from Pierre Money Mark commercials.
We were at school at the same time, Cashman and I. I think he was a senior and I was a freshman. Yeah, so we were had kind of ran in the same circles. I haven't seen him for a long time, but that's funny. That just rings a bell for me.
A small world for sure.
For sure.
Okay, so we've gotten the ranch part of it, but what else is part of your
His
go?
son, Chris Cashman. My bad.
Right.
I didn't go to college with Pat
Like
Cashman.
you're actually.
I was gonna say, you look.
I
Very
figured people were gonna assume that. Yes.
I have lots of night cream. I mean, lots of facial routine.
Get on that.
What else is in your go-to Taco Time order?
Okay, so if I'm feeling like I should be a little bit healthy, which doesn't happen all the time, and it's not even healthy whatsoever, I convince myself in my mind the Taco Time salad. Then I just, of course, use the outside the shell just to, with a lot of ranch. Use that as pretty much as a spoon. So that's deep fried. It's really not that healthy whatsoever, but I like that. I like the soft burrito, but then soft chicken burrito. But you guys know that they used to put ranch in the soft taco burrito, and then they stopped. So now you have to ask for it, and then they do it by hand. At least the ones I go to.
Crispy Wayne.
Yeah. The soft burrito is just chicken, burrito sauce, cheese. Everything else, you got to make sure you tell them to put it in there.
Yeah, see, I like that ranch inside of it, so I have to ask. And then, so that's, but it all comes down to the crisp meat burrito and crisp chicken burrito for me. Those are my 2 favorite ones, again, with ranch. But the soft chicken taco with ranch inside, that's a great. You know what I miss so much, though? And obviously, I heard Mina talk about like first world problems, and there's so many things going on, so this is not that big of a deal. But I do miss going into a Taco Time with the hot sauce bar, just so many.
So Brooke, here's the deal. I'm on a quest to visit every single Taco Time Northwest, all 79. And that quest came to a screeching halt in March.
Oh, how many?
Because I got to go inside or it doesn't count. So I'm desperate. And the hot sauce pump. I mean, that's truly what dreams are made of.
How many have you made it to? What's your list?
Oh God, I'd have to pull up the spreadsheet. But before the end of the segment, I'll pull it up.
I
I
love
thought it was close to 50, wasn't it? When we last checked.
We're past half. I know that much.
Yeah, definitely past. Let's see. I'm sitting at 4. So of official visits, I'm sitting at just shy of 75%. So 74.68% for the stats nerds in the house. There's some that I've been to, but I don't count them as official. If you counted those, it'd be 81%. So I've only got 20 to go. So wear a mask and I'll be out there, hitting those Taco Times in no time.
When you reach your goal, will you say it's your proudest moment in life?
I don't doubt that at all. I probably will just like, I don't know, cry. Yeah, it'll be tough. But also, if Taco Time, similar with you wanting to get official like spokeswoman status, if I on the 79th Taco Time am not greeted with like at least a confetti cannon or Ned the cactus, I don't know what I'll do.
Well,
I think Randy needs a Taco Time commercial where he drives around with Pat Cashman and visits every single Taco Time.
I'd like that. Well, if you have gotten down to your last one, like it's going to be that week, I think you really need to let all of us know so that we can be there to greet you, and we will at least have confetti.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We all need to be there and record live.
Yeah, live Talkin Taco Time.
Yeah, that would be an occasion for to record a Talkin Taco Time for sure.
This isn't along. This kind of along the same. Oh, sorry, I'm totally interrupting.
Oh, go, Brooke.
It just reminded me of something. It's not totally Taco Time related, which we'll get back to. But my mom had kind of something similar to your list. She wanted to have, before she died, she's still alive. She wanted to go have a beer in every state in the country, and the last two were the Carolinas. She had never been. She literally has had a beer in 48. And so we went to watch the Cougs in the Sweet 16 in Charlotte, North Carolina. We got there. We had just go straight to have a beer. That was 49. And then she rented a car so we could drive to South Carolina, just over the border, so she'd get her 50th one. And that was really neat. That's the end of that story.
Having a beer in 50 states, that is very specific.
I'm trying to think of all the states I've had a beer in. It's definitely not 50, but
yeah, it's a lot shy of 50. Did I have a beer in South Carolina? I don't think I ever did.
Don't have the wine, I'll tell you that. Ugh.
I'll have the South Carolina house wine, please.
It's like grape juice. I mean, actually, that's not true. I like grape juice. It's worse.
Brooke, are there any past Taco Time favorites of yours that are no longer on the menu?
Ooh, let's see. Those ones I told you, my staples are like, those are my favorites. I will say, can I kind of turn it over and say that the newer ones I wasn't sure about, the stuffed to the cheese stuffed, what do we call them?
Cheese stuffed Mexi fries, or
yeah, something like that. They're kind of I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
those ones I wasn't sure about because their tater tots are like the best. They're like, I could cry. They're so good. So I was like, wait a second, I don't want to mess anything up here, but I tried them and I do like them, but if I have to go on, I'm still going obviously tater tots. But then they also added, what was the thing they added recently that I was unsure of? It was a dessert-like item. Oh, shoot, I can't remember. But no, everything I've liked has been on the menu since. And I'm a real kind of purist. I stick to the things that I know I love. And I order the same things every single time. I should probably venture out and say I should try everything, and now I'm going to do that. But at the beginning, all those things were there. Like I said, they changed the soft taco a little bit. I had to reel them back in and say, hello, let's go back to the way it was. But other than that, there's really nothing bad on the menu.
The hosts of Talkin Taco Time are showing the most restraint I have ever seen human beings show every time you say tater tots and not Mexi fries.
Mexi fries.
I have a blood vessel that's just like twitching wildly over here.
Oh, you're out of the way. You could have said,
the taco burger.
My bad. Oh, the taco burger. Good call.
Taco burger's the bomb.
That's I'm actually mortified right now that I've been calling it that. Mexi fries. It's been a long day. I drove 3 hours. Forgive me.
You're forgiven.
Okay.
Your love is pure.
This is the least safe space with regards to Taco Time that exists anywhere on earth.
It is true.
It felt weird saying it. I didn't know why, and then when you just said that, I'm like my heart jumped out of my chest a little bit. That was a major faux pas on my part.
All right, we've got a recommendation, I think, instead of a question, which is, or have you tried the app for ordering here at the Leshai location to customize your orders?
I haven't. I'm all up for apps. I haven't done it yet. I would say I come here enough that I should have the app, but I drive. I have the same routine. I drive right in, go through the drive-through, stop at the grocery store, and then head over to here. So I kind of have my routine. So, but I'm not opposed to the app. I will try the app tomorrow.
Just great in terms of customization. We can't recommend it enough. We talked about the Pacers group of Taco Time devotees. Are there any other Blazers employees, members of the team, coaching staff who are big Taco Time fans that you know of?
I get into so many arguments. I will say I love my Portland peeps, but they can be food snobs. Many can be food snobs. So when I always rave about it, like Casey Holdall is our beat writer, and he's like, well, I don't get it. I was like, well, you got to go have it. He's like, I'm sure I've had it at some point. Like, if you don't know, then you haven't had it. Like that's just how it is. If you're like, I'm sure I've had it. No, that's not true. So I'm trying to get him to go, but he has, his mom and pop, which is great. Like in his corner, and I'm like, just try it one time, just try it. So I got to tell you guys, I'm kind of on an island in Portland with my Taco Time love. I really am. Everyone has their special little spots, and we have so many food trucks, which i.e. so many taco trucks, that everyone has their favorite one too. And I totally get supporting local businesses. I do that very often. I'm definitely a foodie, but when it comes to my fast food, it's me. And I get into arguments all the time, and everybody knows how much I love. Like, people know that before they know many other things. Like, oh yeah, you love Taco Time. I'm like, that is my legacy.
Same for everybody here.
Hardest moment of your life as well.
If you would have told us Dame Lillard drives to Kelso just for Taco Time Northwest, we would have just ended the whole podcast.
Dave might have someone drive to Kelso to get in Taco Time. He ain't doing it. I'll ask some players. I haven't talked to them as much about why haven't I? But yeah, the people that our travel squad, like our media people, which we are together so much, or we were when we were traveling, so they all know. And like I've said, many heated arguments, but I'll get to the bottom of the fast food with the guys when we resume interviews and when we get to see each other again. It's great.
Kevin has shown us that nothing is off the table when talking to athletes, especially
That's
Taco
true.
Time.
Yeah, I have asked Brian Schmetzer about Taco Time, and I think that's it so far, isn't it?
I thought you talked to Sue Bird about Taco Time.
No, I don't think Taco Time specifically ever came up with Sue. We talked about Tacos Chukis with her.
Ah, there it is. Yeah. Very different.
Can you ask Nate McMillan next time?
Well, I mean, Nate McMillan has a favorite Taco Time item. If I were to go dig up the Taco Time Sonics cards from the early 1990s, I can tell you what it claims, at least, is his favorite Taco Time order.
Well, palates change over 30 years, so.
It's true.
And let's face it, they probably were like, what is our least selling item? That's going to be Nate McMillan's favorite in the playing deck of cards. Like,
disrespect.
It'll play a lot of defense. I know that. His favorite.
Yo, we need to start these Taco Time supporters groups all over the country, like Liverpool fans.
Well, we know there's one in Arizona.
And now Indiana.
Portland, I think, maybe. That's two. Talkin Taco Time is the Taco Time supporters group in Seattle.
No, there happens. So when I was looking for a house in Portland, like my first house, like I was so excited. I was looking everywhere, and this is so you guys will appreciate this. I'm driving down Barber. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I am now that I've lived there for 5 years. So I'm going down Barber Boulevard, and there's a bunch of fast food restaurants. And this was on my way to look at this house, and there's a Taco Time, and then we took like the next left, and just like a half mile up, took a left, and the house itself was great, but I did know, I was conscious that there was a Taco Time within a mile. And you guys don't even know how much that one's frequented. One time I was like looking down to grab something out of my car, the Taco Time bucks. I had like a stack of cards you would play with of Taco Time cards. I'm like, it's been too long since I've been there, and it had not been that long since I've been there. They know me well.
All right, well, to the co-host, we have anything else to get to here?
I mean, I just want to say I'm blown away at how Taco Time ambidextrous you are, Brooke.
Yeah.
Like, you just like are so seamless, and your love for Taco Time is so pure. Whereas, like, I've only had what we consider to be the other Taco Time outside of Western Washington one time at a truck stop in Idaho, which was not a great first experience, I can admit. But it's a pretty divisive topic, but it's hard to hate on the other Taco Time when you talk so lovingly about it, and you have deep love for Taco Time Northwest. So I would say just kudos.
Well, thank you.
You're kind of turning me around, giving me a little soft spot. Because
Yeah, it's yeah.
I don't want to change anyone.
I mean, I think one thing that stands out is Brooke is like sticking to the menu items that are common to both taco times, as opposed to like experimenting deep into the international menu with its greater variety and
Yeah,
much
Brooke,
greater ups and
if
downs.
Brooke would have said that her favorite item was the Big Juan burrito, I would have lost all respect for you. But the fact that you're sticking with like a crisp burrito and a soft taco, it's like, I see you. I see you. You're trying to get the Taco Time Northwest experience in Portland. I get it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm definitely a purist. And I mean, like this conversation is really making me feel like I need to branch out a little bit just to say that I did. I'll probably still go back to my favorites, but I don't think I'll be hitting the big one anytime soon. I forgot about the big one.
You mentioned the Taco Time bucks, and all of us smiled and nodded, but none of us had any idea what you were talking about.
Completely oblivious.
Yeah.
Just like
I was like,
Taco Time bucks. Those
we get the gift cards at Christmas, and I put them in the app. I don't know where they are.
Whatever these cheese-filled tater tots are. I have no idea.
Listen, we have to move on from that. I will lose sleep. I feel terrible about that. So they're pink. You can get a pink one or a yellow one. I should. You know what? My car is. If it were 2 blocks away, I'd go get them. But you get if you spend a certain amount, which I always spend a certain amount. You get I think it's like $15. You get $1, and so I have a lot of those. They're pink. You know, they just say Talkin Time bucks, and they're $1.
You're gonna love the Taco Time Northwest app because they give you $5 every 100 bucks. You
Not anymore. Not anymore. Remember now the free item, free entree every $100.
Flipping, Chris.
Which is worth more than $5. Get yourself a casita burrito. That's like $8 worth right there.
I got a solid $7.50 out of my shrimp soft taco the last time I had my reward.
When I get into these arguments with people, some people think Taco Time is too expensive for them. They say of all the fast food taco. I think a lot of those people grew up with Taco Bells, which understandably that is cheaper, more affordable. But one of their arguments is that it's too expensive, and I'm like, you get what you pay for. You get perfection.
Yeah. God forbid, good food costs a little more.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Brooke. This was incredible. We've never met a person in real life who is equally as into both of the taco times, not the Talkin Taco Times. There's only one of those. Equally as into both of the taco times. Thank you for enlightening us about this.
Thank you so much for having me, you guys. I can't believe I wasn't your first guest, but I'll get over it. I'll get over it. I was telling my girlfriends about it. One's in Boise now, and one's in LA. And us three all went to Washington State together with Lindsay, who I grew up with, from Spokane. She knows Taco Time. And I told them I was going on this tonight, and they were like, "This is so you. Like, this is the most book thing I've ever heard in my life." I was like, "That's the most excited I've been for anything is to go on this." They were just dying. They might be on it. They said, I don't know. They're probably asleep. But they were like, This is exactly what you should be doing. This makes perfect sense. So this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for having me. And let's bring back the Sonics, right?
There you go.